Good evening guys, my name is Kapil and I'll be present in my application development one project, which is influencer engagement and sponsorship coordination platform. To make this application, I have used Flask, SQL Alchemy, SQLite as my database, and HTML, CSS, vanilla JavaScript, and a little bit of Tailwind CSS and Ginger too. Also ChartJS for representing all the styles. And this is what the database schema design looks like. So now let me present the project. So this is a login page. Here you can log in as an admin, sponsor, or an influencer. And this is the sign up page. Here you can only sign up as a sponsor or an influencer. You won't be able to sign up as an admin. So let me make an account for a sponsor. Let's say the sponsor name is Versil. Here is the niche of the sponsor. As you can see, account has been created. Wait, let me move my... So I just moved my cam to the left side. So on the right side, you'll be able to see all the notifications which I'll be flashing through the backend. Let's say now, for example, I type in any wrong password. So here you can see incorrect password, try again. Now if I choose a wrong role, correct email ID and a correct password, you can see incorrect role selected, please check your role. Now let me actually log in. So this is the influencer dashboard. Here you can see all the influencer requests and here you can see all the sent requests. On the influencer request side, you will be able to see all the requests which were sent to the sponsor by the influencers. And here you can see all the requests which were sent by the sponsor to the influencer. So this is a nav bar. Let me view the campaigns. Right now there aren't any active campaigns because we haven't created one. So let us create a campaign. Name of the campaign would be Next.js 14. Start date. End date. So here on the visibility, it could be either public or private. So if it is public, then every influencer would be able to see this campaign. But if it is private, then you have to select a niche and only those influencers whose niche matches with this niche would be able to see it. So let us make it tech. And here you could type in the goals. And here, as you can see, the campaign has been created successfully. So here is our newly created campaign. Let me also make an account for influencer. So sign up. Name would be Theo. Role is influencer. Niche is also tech. Password. And as you can see, account has been created. Now let me log in as an influencer. So when an influencer logs in, he has to complete his profile, basically needs to provide more details. So the platform that the influencer is on, profile picture, and his niche, and the reach. So reach is basically his following. And add influencer. So here you can see this is the influencer dashboard, and if you would hover over here and click on this arrow, you can edit the influencer information. Now as an influencer, you can find campaigns. So here you can see this Next.js 17 which we just created right now. And if we go on our homepage, here you can also go to the campaign, click on find influencers. This is all the campaign information. Here you will be able to see all the ad requests which were created for this campaign. And if you click on find influencers, here you can see there are 3 influencers, and we could also filter the influencers by using 3 filters. We could filter by their name, by their minimum reach, or by their niche. So if I am a tech sponsor and I want to see the tech influencers, I could apply this filter and I'll be able to see only the tech influencers. So let me request Theo. So the requirements would be, and here the message, payment amount, create. So the ad request gets created and has been sent, and as you can see the status is pending, so that means Theo hasn't accepted the request yet. Now let me go to the Theo site home page, and here you can see we have received the request. We could either view it, approve it, or reject it. So let me view it. Here you can see all the info that we just typed in. So let me approve it. So if we approve it, we can see, and let me refresh, that the status becomes accepted. And now completion status is false. That means the influencer hasn't completed the request yet. So let me go. After you have accepted the ad request, you can see in the active campaigns, these are all the active campaigns which are going on for the influencer. So once you have done the task, the influencer could go here and say that it has been completed. So you would click on mark completed. And now let me go to the influencer site. Let me refresh it. And as you can see, completion status is true. Once the completion status is true, then the sponsor can confirm it. And once it has been confirmed, the ad request gets completed successfully. And here you can see in the completed request, you could now make a payment you could now pay to the influencer. So let me type in any card number. If I type anything above or less than 16 digits, then it would give me an error because I have added some front-end validation here. I will show it right now. And the CV should be also of 3 digits only. I have also added front-end validation for. So if I click here, it says that the CV must be 3 digits. And you can see payment successful. Apart from the normal features which were mentioned in the document, I have also created extra features, such as you could see the transaction history. And if you would click on the transaction history, then you could save it as a PDF. So let me click save, and you can save it as a PDF. It gets saved. And you could also, the second option I have added is you could transport the transactions as a CSV. So let me click here. And as you can see, that CSV gets downloaded. And here is all the transaction information. And if we go on the influencer side now, and let me refresh it now. Here you can see that the earnings is now the same amount which has been paid to the influencer. And here you can also see the completed request. Completion has been confirmed, and he has also received the payment, and you could see all the information about the ad request. Now that the payment has been done, I have also added extra functionality that the sponsor could rate the influencer how it was working with them. As you can see here, once the payment has been done, the sponsor gets the option to give rating. Here you can give rating out of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me give it 4, and review. And rate. And now let me go on to the influencer site, and if I refresh it, here you can see the rating becomes 4 because we just rated 4 stars. This is going to be the average rating of all the reviews and ratings that the influencer gets. Now in the similar way, the influencer can also find campaigns for himself. If he goes on find campaigns, and here you can see Next.js 14, I have also added an extra feature of bookmarking the campaign. So if he clicks on the bookmark icon, it gets bookmarked, and you can see all the bookmark campaigns here. And if I make a request now, he needs to type that what task can he do, what message, and the request amount. So this request has been sent to the sponsor now, so it would be visible right here. Let me refresh it, and here as you can see that request has arrived. Here you can reject it or approve it. So let me approve it. Here you can go into the view campaigns. So here is the campaign that we created. Here as you can see, that is the request which we just received right now. And here in the request type, you can see that this is a received request. If it was a sent, then here it would have been sent. And the completion status is false. So the same procedure. Now let me log out and show you the admin dashboard. So this is the admin dashboard. Here you can see all the stats and figures. You could see all the stats by the categories: influencer stats, sponsor stats, campaign stats, and transaction stats. Let me show you. So these are the influencer stats, influencers by niche, by their platform, and all the metrics here. And here are all the sponsor stats, all the sponsors by their niche, and the transactions which happened by the request type. Are the transactions more made because of sent request or because of received request? And here are all the sponsor metrics. Then these are the campaign stats, campaign by visibility, how many campaigns are public, how many of them are private. These are ad requests by status, how many of them have been accepted and how many of them are unaccepted right now. These are by payment status, has the payment been done or not. These are the campaigns by niche. And here you can see all the metrics related to the campaign, such as most popular niche among the campaigns and most popular influencer niche. So you could draw a comparison that if the most popular niche in campaign and influencer is same or not. Then to the transaction stats. These are transactions by month in the year 2024. So right now I created some fake data to create one transaction in May, and then one transaction we just did right now, which is in June. So you can see all the transactions per month in the year 2024, and these are the transaction count, total transaction amount which happened, and the average transaction amount. Now the admin has also the feature of flagging influencers and flagging campaigns, which he or she might find inappropriate. So let me show you. So here we can go to view influencers. There are 3 influencers right now. So let me flag someone as inappropriate. Then you can see the flagged influencers right here. Once the influencer has been flagged, so what happens is, if we go to the flagged influencer and we refresh, you can see that you have been flagged by admin, and the sent request is also gone now, and he won't be able to see any campaigns. So he won't be able to earn any money through our platform if he has been flagged, and he won't be able to make or receive any new requests. Now let me go to the admin dashboard. Now once a influencer has been flagged, the admin has 2 things. Either they could unflag them by clicking on reinstate, or they could delete the profile. So let me first reinstate. So if the influencer has been reinstated, basically unflagged. And if I want to delete the influencer, I could also delete. Are you sure you want to delete this influencer? Okay. So influencer has been deleted. In the same way, if you find a campaign which is inappropriate, you could go and click on campaigns. And if you think this campaign is inappropriate, you could mark it as inappropriate. Then you could go to the view flag campaigns. And here you could either unflag it or either you could delete it. So let me unflag it. So it has been unflagged. View all campaigns. In the same way, you could see all the sponsors. So you could also flag a sponsor as inappropriate if you click here. So the sponsor has been flagged. So in the same way, you could also either reinstate the sponsor or you could delete the account. So let me just reinstate it right now. I have used ChartJS to represent all the stats. To represent data on the front end, I have used normal Flask routes, but I have also created an api.py file where I have created all the RESTful APIs for each category, such as the campaign, the influencer, the user, and ratings. So that was my project, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.